What's up, everybody? J Heat Sports Media coming at y'all again with that fire, as always, spitting the hot topics and getting the sports conversation started. Y'all know what I'm talking about: football, basketball, and boxing. Want to talk about a little football for a second. Let's get into it. So, Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They're going through a little bit of something right now for everybody that's been watching. Not doing too well, done lost some tough games to teams that people at the beginning of the year would have expected them to beat. Truthfully. Now, everybody knows Tom's going through things in his personal life, and now it's recently come out with Tom talking about it and Giselle recently pointing out or announcing the divorce, that basically it's over. They've handled their split. They're moving their separate ways. I do like to point out that it's really cool that Tom Brady has been allowed this opportunity to have some privacy, somewhat, as much as any athlete could possibly have as he's been going through this. I feel like some other athletes would have not been given the same courtesy by certain media members, just because it's a good gossip and a good story. But when I watch a lot of the popular shows on ESPN and on Fox Sports 1, I don't see them bringing this up really in too much detail, which is a really good thing. But we are where we are, and regardless of what happened, if you saw my last video, I kind of got into why is Tom and Giselle getting a divorce, if it's, strictly football related, what my opinion on that was. But we really don't know what goes on behind closed doors. I have no clue, and that's Tom's business. I more want to pose a question that I think hasn't really been breached much or broached much. And that's Tom Brady's future in the NFL. We know he has a lucrative deal in place to be a sports broadcaster if he wants to, waiting on him. And we know he's done everything in his career to the point of where most people, if not all, consider him to be the greatest football player, or at least quarterback of all time. So Tom has nothing really to play for except for his passion. So his passion, that's the thing with Tom Brady. We all know he's got that itch, that urge to play. He wants to be in the NFL. What we do know about Tom Brady, regardless of if the divorce had only to do with football or if other things was going on, we don't know what's going on behind closed doors. But we know, based on his own admission and reports in the past, Giselle wanted him to not play football anymore, to think about retiring, to retire. And he was going back and forth with that. He's on record talking about it. And then he also retired and then decided that he was going to come back and play. So he did that. He's playing with the team right now. And now that they're divorced, my main thing is, and the question I guess I have is, what does that mean for Tom Brady's future? In a recent interview where he was talking with Jim Gray about his future, asked him about retirement, because there were some questions with all the turmoil he was going through that he was going to possibly think about retiring even in the middle of the season. Would he do that? He totally brushed that aside. And if you read the article, and especially this excerpt right here, he talks about the fact that he had no intentions of retiring. He's going to stick things out. He's not the type of person to tuck tail, if you will, and run and hide. He's going to face this season with his guys. He made a commitment to them, to the team, and he's going to see it through the whole way. That's his game plan. Now, in that excerpt, not only did he get the notion that he's going to quit in the middle of this season out of the way, he also made it appear to me like we don't know if he's going to quit in general at all anytime soon. We don't really know what's going to happen there. We have to see, does he actually retire now that him and Gisele have decided that they're going to go their separate ways and that's official. Does Tom decide to move forward? Does Tom decide to keep playing after this year? I know him and Peyton Manning had a few similarities in the way they approached the game, and he looked up to Peyton. I remember Peyton and Tom both saying how they felt like they wanted to play as long as they could play at a high level, as long as they could continue to compete at a level that was of their standards. Now, Peyton obviously lost his ability due to injury, and his arm was shot, it was gone, so he needed to retire, no doubt about it. But Tom, even though he's had some underthrows and overthrows this season, for the most part, I think a lot of it is mental, everything he's been going through. And as time goes on, if he is able to move forward, he doesn't seem like a guy to me that's really at the end in terms of skill-wise. And if he still feels he wants to play, will he? Now, my whole thing is, I just want Tom to quit football. I don't want football to quit Tom. I want him to be able to become a broadcaster if that's what he wants to do, hang out with his family, his kids or whatnot, or just be a bachelor and party, whatever Tom wants to do. I wish the best for all athletes. So hopefully his football career doesn't end due to some severe injury or some, thing that alters how life moves on for him. So I'm wishing the best for him. But I truly think with the passion and the conviction that he has and the determination and that love for the sport of football, now that the Gisele part has been figured out, there's a chance he stays and plays for multiple years, especially if another team even wants him. It doesn't have to be in Tampa Bay. So I guess just tell me what y'all think about that. Do y'all think Tom's going to stick around for a little bit longer? Is this his last season, or is he going to keep playing? Holla at you. All right, that's all the time I got. Y'all know what it is, and you know what you're looking for. J-Heat Sports Media. Remember to like, subscribe, or hit the bell. Get in the comments. Let's go back and forth. Let's talk about it on YouTube, Instagram, at the Vault JMU414 on Twitter, and of course, what's up TikTok? Holla at y'all next time.